Hey everybody. This video is going to be a bit of a departure from my normal content. Most of the people that view my channel probably don't know of Schrodinger's cat, who tragically and unexpectedly passed away last week. Even though our channel's content didn't exactly intersect, he was gracious and generous enough to offer for me to plug my channel on one of his live streams. He wanted everybody to succeed. That's just the type of person that he was. I strongly encourage anyone here who's unaware of his channel to go check it out. It'll be linked in the description. Whether you're one of my viewers or one of Schrodinger's, I think we can all agree on our respect and gratitude for our military, law enforcement officers, first responders, and hospital workers. This is the one way that I know how to pay respect to Schrodinger, his wife, his child, his family, and the wonderful community he's built over the last several years. He was a proud sailor, an extremely intelligent man, a true philanthropist that helped so many, whether in or outside of his community. He was also a person that so many of us consider to be a friend, even though we may or may not have known him personally. He brought so much laughter and sanity into all of our homes, even when we may not have had a whole lot to laugh about. With that said, I wanted to show my friends and my community who Schrodinger was, and to pay homage to him, his family, and this beautiful community that he left behind.
I brought 38 slides, and I got nothing in return. I debated Flat Earth Fokker. He brought nothing. Then I debated Zoom Truth. He brought nothing. Then I debated Gleam. He brought nothing. Now I'm debating Marilyn, and she's brought nothing. Can someone please show up to a debate with some sort of evidence other than, nuh-uh, I don't believe you? I'm at a loss here. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. This is why I'm switching to talking about sovereign citizens. There's just no meat left on this bone.
I'll still continue to be a thorn in the side of Flat Earth, but I'm also turning my attention to sovereign citizens. Today I'm bringing you a guy who is in the process of taking his very ill friend to the hospital when they get pulled over for a simple seatbelt violation. What a good friend would do is cooperate with the police, end the traffic stop as quickly as possible, and get his friend to the ER for treatment. Here's what this human piece of waste does instead.
He doesn't have a last name, he has a family name. Give him your family name.
Zanelli.
And I hope you can make the distinction between a family name and a last name.
Which first name? Steven. Steven, is that with a V or PH?
It's his given name. He doesn't have a first name or a last name. He has a given name and a family name. He's a human being.
I don't have a last name. I'm not driving. I'm traveling. There's no injured party. The list goes on and on.
Sir, I'm in the way. I haven't had my medications for over 2 weeks.
Okay, well, if we could just hurry up and get this over, we can get out of here.
The deputy is exactly right. This stop should have taken about 10 minutes. Instead, they drag it out for over an hour.
Okay.
Did you witness an emergency?
See the use of the magic words and phrases? Spoiler alert, they don't work.
You should not give them false information. All I will give them is the truth. I like living by the truth.
And the truth is that you are a shit friend and you are going to jail today. At this point, the police let the old man go when a ride shows up for him. Then this happens.
Yeah, Schrodinger, this happened.
I'm a sovereign citizen, dude. What's happening, guys? I'm a sovereign citizen from Israel. I know all about the golden rings and how fraudulent it is.
They hit me with a really strong dose of OC spray.
I want to speak to you, dead soldier, now! I know the laws, buddy, and I'm waiting for you to do something wrong so I can sue you the pulpit.
I paid for that uniform, I paid for that car, I'm the taxpayer, right?
Hi, folks.
That intro always meant that we were about to enjoy pointing and laughing at stupid. It's impossible to show you even a sliver of Schrodinger's best moments, but I'd like to show you just a few of my favorite moments from the last few months.
All the noise that's happened since then is really overblown, and people should probably chill out.
Okay, let me ask you a quick question. So before that night, you didn't know who OPT lawyer was at all, right?
Not a clue.
So your comment was licking boots causes infections. On what basis? On what basis, if you didn't know the guy at all, were you calling him a bootlicker?
Because he's part of this crowd.
So at one time before he became a clerk for a judge, he was actually a criminal defense lawyer.
Okay.
So I think it's fair to say that you spoke from ignorance, not knowing anything about the guy, yet leveling accusations at him.
Okay.
He did send me his response. Your words were not a mistake and didn't lead to a genuine apology. Still, I have no reason to throw hate at you. I will accept your apology for the reason that it's not worth my time. That was OPT's response.
He's a classy man.
Fair enough. All right.
So, yeah, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get on with the debate. Just kidding. Tina?
Bye.
And he's gone because fuck that guy. Did you really think that I was going to platform you and give you this audience to talk to after what you said about OPT and after you called Tina a crackhead? No, not on my watch. That's not going to happen.
Almost as if he's going to prove our point that the whole apology was a bit of horseshit on his part.
Oh, it was. I mean, obviously, he was just saying it so that he could get it out of the way, so that he could, stay on
Clout
here and
chase.
Yeah. So, anyways, I need to say hello to my lovely wife, Nicole, who is
Hey, Nicole.
Yeah, she's taking care of the dogs and the little Winston.
The little Winston.
Yeah.
What, how tall now?
He's gonna be taller than Nicole, I predict, in 6 months.
My world has been devastated. I don't know if I'm going to recover. Glenn Serio sent an email to a bunch of frauditors in which he called me fat and ugly. I freely admit that I'm not the most aesthetically pleasing guy in the world. And I'll probably never be voted sexiest man on the earth. But seriously, Glenn, does your homeless shelter not have mirrors?
Is
Schrodinger, are you still there?
I was wondering if he's here or if he's just pretending to be here.
No, I'm still here listening to y'all fuck it up.
You're about 20, 30 feet from him, and you're getting it reflected from what he's trying to do to me, and it's not bothering me. Ha ha!
Is this how far liberty has come in America, that people have to invent ways to even pretend that they're being oppressed? Talk about first world problems.
I have gotten probably, I would say, I haven't counted them all, maybe somewhere between 15 and 20 copyright strikes on my channel. And as of the last one, I have won each and every one of them. So I have a 100% record. If you have struck any of my videos and you would like the link to come on here and explain yourself and tell me why you think that your false copyright strike was not a false copyright strike, but a legit copyright strike, pop in the chat. Tina will send you the link and you can come on and explain yourself why you think that you did not indeed break the law.
The CDC put a mass pamphlet online that you can go on there and read. You should already know it. You should have already read it, actually.
It's been a long time since I took statistics, but I think that the probability that 100% of First Amendment auditors having a medical condition that prevents them from being able to safely wear a mask is basically zero. It's much more likely that they're just liars.
Is it a law saying that I have to wear a mask in the hospital? There's no law. They're discriminating against me. I have medical conditions that the CDC says exempts me from wearing a mask.
Okay. Well, that's between you and the hospital. So
you're upsetting employees and guests.
You're upsetting me. Jesus, I can barely breathe.
Okay.
If you can barely breathe, then you should definitely be wearing a mask because that's a symptom.
For you to come into radiology, you must either wear a mask or a face shield.
I meant to mention earlier that they gave him the option of wearing a face shield rather than a mask. That pretty much nullifies his argument that he can't wear a mask due to medical exemptions. Let's keep watching to see where his priorities are. Is he more concerned about his health, or is he more concerned about making a video that thoroughly documents his deceitful harassment of innocent working people?
Okay. Have a nice day. Thank you all.
All right, thank you, Anthony.
What was your name, ma'am?
My name's Denise.
Denise? Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
There's no way that I can express what he meant to me and my family while he invited all of us into his home and into his work travel as he continued to protect and serve us all. And there's no way that I can truly express my condolences to his family and to this community that he loved so very much. One thing that we can all do is to continue to enjoy all the awesome content that he left behind. We can continue to point and laugh at stupid, and the channel can continue to help provide for Nicole and her son. I close this out with my all-time favorite moment, which happens to be a favorite moment for many of us, including his wife, Nicole. Schrodinger, we love you, we thank you, and we will all miss you very deeply. You will always be in our hearts. Fair winds and following seas, good sir.
That's great. Come on, Schrodinger.
Come on.
Be a good little boy. You can do it.
Jesus.
Oh,
You can do it.
Come on, man.
I bet he's already roasting you, but forgot to turn off his
Oh,
microphone.
shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, man. Flex. Flex. Good flex. That's a good flex. Yeah, okay. We got you. We got it. Okay.